Welcome back to Off the Record, where we talk about whatever we want. And we got Gio back today. We have not been in JK universe in like forever.
Plug your channel. Plug your channel. What's your channel?
So you can visit me at Gio Antoinette. You can visit me in Vegas. You can visit me at Barbell Brigade. You can visit me at barbellbrigade.com. Wow. We have apparel. We have supplements. You can visit me here, JK News. You can visit me on his channel. What is it?
Jitsukawa.
You can visit me on their podcast. You can visit me on our podcast.
Yep.
Yeah, you can visit me at your gym.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, editor, you can pare that down a little bit. You know?
Speaking of new channel, you fucking got one. I just saw that shit. What the fuck? You didn't tell anybody about anybody anything.
Thinking about starting a new, or not thinking, I'm starting a new channel.
Sick. Yeah.
I want to do a food channel. Hey, I'm still
finally food.
I'm still tinkering away at the concept here, but it's basically storytelling through food, and I want to tell the history of food, and like in a very like cinematic way.
Sandwiches first, right?
All different cultures.
Honestly, well, you're totally right. Sandwiches first. Sandwiches first.
Start taking a shit on sandwiches.
Yeah.
Talk shit. Fucking sandwiches.
So in a previous video, Casey was talking about how he hates any sandwich. All sandwiches, fuck them. It's funny that and ironic that you're gonna be starting with that. Are you really starting with that?
Yeah, I am.
So I'm picturing, when you say cinematic, I'm picturing like lots of voiceovers and not so much like a cast or like a guest personality driven. It's not like that.
It's visually driven, like it's just close-up shot, macro shots of food being prepared, cooked,
With voiceovers.
ASMR, ADR, yeah, it's all sound and visual.
Like Chef's Table. But even more.
Yeah, even more so. Yeah. And then a lot of like animation stuff to narrate like the history of how things came to be or whatever. So that's kind of like what I'm working with right now. And the first story is
a sandwich.
A sandwich. Yeah.
What kind of sandwich?
How the sandwich came to be. Just the concept of a sandwich.
Oh.
The idea of a sandwich, how it came to be.
I don't know the history behind that. I gotta watch your video.
Yeah, I actually picked it because I thought it was the most well-known one.
Sandwiches?
I learned about it in school, and like I don't know, for some reason I figured like because I learned it in school, like a lot of other people knew about the history of the sandwich.
No, I have no idea.
Wait,
Dude,
you
I was
learned
looking
about
at my
sandwiches at school?
Yeah.
I was looking at my own boner and going like, whoa, I can make it flex through my pants.
Fucking Steve was doing one of these.
Yeah. Whoa. Look at this shit.
In school or right now?
Oh, well, yeah.
I learned this morning.
I'll let you go right now, and I was like, man, I wish I was sitting in Joe's seat, dude. I want to take a look.
Let's see what's going on.
I do remember that, like in 6th grade specifically, I made the mistake of wearing silk boxers, and I just had
You had silk boxers?
Well, we stole them because it was fun. It was at Ross.
You stole silk boxers.
You know when you're like in the stealing phase?
Yeah, you steal everything.
You're just like whatever, you know? You're just like at Ross, and you're like, grab a couple of these. What's that? Grab a couple of those, and you're just grabbing things. And then I'm like, I'll decide to wear them, and then you're just sitting there, and then you just constantly, and it's like your underwear.
Your dickhead's that sensitive?
If it's silk, it's like
in high school?
I mean, it's like foreplay.
Freaking sensitive.
You feel the silk
Bro, in high school, a gust of wind, and you're like, oh, well, I gotta stay here.
The silk touching your thighs.
Yeah, dude.
It's just like, whoa.
Silk touching your thighs?
Teacher grabbing chalk, you're like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Like, that looks like my dick. It's the same size.
Yeah. That's actually a little thicker.
She's just going like this, and you're like, all the guys.
Whoa.
Hey! I came! Are you fucking kidding me?
That's what guys have to go through, okay?
Yeah. Girls don't even know, dude.
Nah, dude.
Isn't it? That's probably why we had kids so damn young and died so damn early.
You guys are stupid.
We're dumb.
We're dumb, dude.
We're dumber than you even think.
Yeah, girls give us way too much
I know,
credit.
we fuck
Way
up.
too much.
Yeah, we're really intelligent.
I'll get asked a question, and I'm like, wow, she thinks I know the answer.
She has no idea I just
Sometimes
made
I
this
get
up.
asked a question, I'm like, I can't believe she thinks I'm listening.
There are times where he looks real pensive and he looks like he's just like in deep, like he's just really concentrating. And I'm like, what are you thinking about? And he's like, nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. I'm like, really? Like there's no visual?
No, I'm thinking about like Should I go with the 17-inch wheels? Or go a little bit bigger
That's
this
still
time?
more thought than like what you always tell me you have, which is like
meditating, yo.
literally nothing's going on.
Well, you'll be telling me something about like a revelation you had. Like I just talked to my mom. I realized.
Don't
this.
you fucking dare finish that sentence.
What?
That you don't listen to me when I'm going through fucking.
I am listening,
Okay, good.
but I'm trying to draw the parallels between that and 17-inch wheels. And if
That's like when I bought, I figured out 17-inch
I'm trying to
wheels.
relate with you.
Yeah.
You know?
So nothing sounds better than
Thank
saying
you.
17-inch wheels.
But he literally listened to you. He was recounting what you.
No, I appreciate that. I just didn't want our marriage to end on this video, so I was trying to stop him and be like, during a breakthrough, he needs to be listening. Okay.
What'd you say?
We're still, huh? I
Like Nikki was trying to tell me about a dream she had this morning, and I was like, "That's great, baby. I gotta go."
Sounds great. And they just leave.
No idea what the dream
feel
was.
like that happens to you every day.
Yeah, I always find out what her dream was last night, whether I like it or not. Oh my god, I had a dream.
Does she have a lot of reoccurring dreams?
No, she just has different dreams, and yeah, I'm just not that into dream stories. I'm just not very into it.
Did you ever have a dream?
You don't dream much?
No, not really. I don't know
Me
why.
neither.
Or at least I don't remember.
Damn, y'all have no dreams? That sucks.
You remember your dreams vividly?
I got goals. I live it.
Everyday hustle.
I have crazy ass dreams, and they're really vivid almost every day. But like you, I don't really give a fuck about dream stories because it's not real life. So I don't even want to talk about mine.
But it explains like where you're at, like
It
where
doesn't
you're.
explain shit. It just explains fucking REM sleep and
Rapid eye
that.
movement, bro.
That's it.
Rapid
That's
eye
all that
movement.
explains. Doesn't explain anything.
Explain to me being an elephant trainer and teaching them how to play soccer.
That one is that you need more patience. Like you're too quick to jump to negative shit, and you just have to take it slow. That's what
See,
that.
if that's the kind of dreams that she's having, I'd be pretty interested.
Elephants playing soccer? I was an elephant coach for an elephant soccer team.
Surprised you weren't the elephant.
Did they have uniforms?
The elephants?
That would have been tight.
That would have been sick.
Nah,
Where's the number, on the chest or on the back?
Oh, it's on the back.
on the forehead.
Can't see it.
Oh, it's painted on him. I don't know.
Sweatbands? Imagine they have sweatbands. That'd be cute. Oh my.
The numbers were on the foreheads.
That'd be great.
And I gave a motivational speech on winning.
Sweatbands on their. What did it sound like?
I was just like, man, we gotta fucking win, dude. What's up?
And this dude's a great coach.
That's a good coach.
Yo, what's up? What's happening?
Just in case they forgot what they showed up for. They wanted to win.
We had a group huddle.
What sport were they playing?
Soccer.
Oh, soccer.
Elephant soccer.
Are they on 2 feet or on 4?
They're all four. They're fucking using their trunk.
Important question.
Are they kicking with their fists or their?
No, all. You could use all. Their nose, their fucking, yeah. So then they would kick from the back, and then another one would catch it with a nose and shit, and fucking, and I'm like, hell yeah.
How big is the goalpost?
They're huge, man. They're fucking massive.
They better be. So the goalie could just lay there. If
He just sits and just blocks the entire thing.
Is blowing cheating?
Going,
And then it rolls the ball over, or they have to strike it?
Well, I guess they could catch it. So it's a different type of soccer.
But that's hands. You can't do hands.
The trunk is a hand, and he says they could use it.
I didn't know that was
That's
a hand.
fucked up. I don't think.
Goalies only. Goalies only.
You see their
Oh,
their
yeah.
fucking trunk. They go
But
like
they
that.
also they also use their hand to walk with. Oh, you mean their nose, okay.
I remember learning how to play soccer the first time. I think it was in 2nd or 3rd grade. And then, you know, when you're a kid, if you learn one rule, that's like the cardinal rule.
Yeah.
So when we learned no hands,
Manos.
and then you would just, like when
what
people
it said.
kick the ball fucking hard, and even though it's coming straight at their face, instead of going like this, kids would just, no hands, douche! And all the kids are just getting fucking wailed on because everyone's just trying to be honorable. No hands, douche!
Because I remember the same thing. If you were playing soccer growing up and you touched it with your hands,
It's a big no-no.
you're fucking excommunicated, bro.
Yeah.
You could never show your face.
So you
again.
might as well like get the
Manos,
bloody
manos,
mouth.
manos.
They're like, fuck it, boosh. Shit was crazy.
Today's video is brought to you by Human, which is health via modern nutrition. And it's pretty cool because they have so many keto-friendly products. And, you know, keto has been getting some pretty good traction, right? A lot of people are talking about it. It's helped a lot of my friends and me, myself included. And so I'm super excited working with Human because they sent me over a bunch of awesome treats and things that actually work within my diet and I can
tastes
enjoy
good,
it.
too.
And it tastes good. And going through this journey of me learning about keto and like how you know, a lot of us are just damaging our bodies with the junk that's available to us, and they're cheap and they taste great. One thing that stuck out to me is the average American consumes about 17 teaspoons of sugar
Oh, damn.
a day.
That's a lot.
Dude, that's a lot. If you guys have sugar, get 17 teaspoons and look at how much that is. And you just never know what's in these products, right? Like, sometimes I just want to get like a granola bar or something because I want a snack. But you look and it's got how many grams of sugar. This stuff has sugar. This stuff has sugar. And I'm like, what? Even fruit juices, which I thought was healthy, that shit is loaded with sugar.
They add extra sugar.
Yeah. And from that point on, I was like, no wonder I can't lose weight, and no wonder, you know, I'm always hungry and all this stuff, because I found out that sugar also makes you super hungry all the time.
Yeah, and what's dope about a human is that they also use real organic ingredients. So if you're trying to clean up your diet and you don't want to eat stuff that is super processed or has a ton of preservatives, they have really healthy options, whether you're on keto or not. For me, I'm not on keto, but I am very conscious of the amount of sugar that I take in per day, so that's why there's snacks like their keto food bars help you out, because you can track the macros, you can figure out, oh cool, I have too much sugar, I ate too much sugar today, I'm gonna reduce some of the sugar later on in the day, and that's what they're about. They're a nutrition company that wants to take the mystery out of macros, and if you wanna try this out, you get 10% off. Go to human.com, that's hvmn.com/off-the-record. hvmn.com/off-the-record to get 10% off your first order.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
My best soccer memory is I had the ball finally. I was only goalie, right? I was only ever a goalie, but this one time they had me play right wing or whatever the fuck it was, and I got the ball finally, and I start charging towards the goal, and I'm hearing everyone going, "Whoa, wait, Steve!"
Oh no!
And then sure enough, I was running towards my own goal with the fucking ball. Yeah, thankfully I didn't kick a goal, but
You should have just say "fuck you." I knew the whole time. That's what you should do.
yeah, I was like, I'm winding up, guys. I'm gonna take the long way.
Don't mind me. It is confusing. It is confusing.
I feel
so
like
confusing.
Steve was like that in every sport team that he was in.
I was.
Going to the wrong goal. He's like, it's fucking my turn. And then he's like,
He was the one that was picked last, and then the leaders were always like, "No, fuck, you get him. No, I don't want him. You get him."
I was the one, and I always got this shit job, like goalie, where basically they're just like,
you got long limbs, man.
well, no, I got goalie because they didn't want me on the field like with the ball. Like, you know what I mean? So they're just like, hey, dude, just like, you know, if it gets near Steve, just like everyone start scrambling, dude. Just start diving and shit. And then when I was playing baseball, I got catcher and I got like left field. So that means you suck.
Really?
Yeah, catcher in Little League is like the coach is underhand pitching people. So there's no point of having a fucking catcher even.
Is this a true story?
Yeah, it's all true, yeah. I was not very good at any sport.
When you were younger, were you always like one of the taller kids growing up?
I was always the tallest kid in my class, in my whole school even.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but it didn't do shit
So that's
for me.
why they always picked you for the sports, and you didn't want to go.
Well, I would get into the sports because my parents put me in the sports, but then I just never worked out. Like, ever.
He's like, can't you see that your son is a writer and a clown?
Basketball, I got recruited basically by the coach
your height.
so I could be rebound guy, but I suck at basketball too. But I got most improved because I suck so bad.
That's usually what happens. Most improved is the shit.
It's a shitty one, exactly.
No, it's not. It's underrated, I think. Most improved is underrated. Yeah.
They should have that for the NBA.
Yeah, most improved.
Yeah, most improved, yeah.
They actually do have the most improved.
They do?
Yeah. I was just reading something about some guy got most improved. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's comeback. I think it's comeback player though, isn't it?
Comeback player?
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know NBA.
I always felt like most improved was a fucking embarrassment.
It is.
It is.
I got that academically last
Did
You
you,
year.
suck.
did you feel embarrassed?
No, I was actually proud. I'm like, I got straight C's now, okay, in their face.
But they're better now.
Yeah.
That's what's important, right? Even though we could focus on that they suck, but what's more important is they got better.
Look at the personal trainer coming out.
No, I'm not.
I like that.
You're not a personal trainer.
No, what? Yeah, I am. I am. I am. Yeah, I forgot I was a coach. Yeah.
Yeah, to
I
help
almost
you.
felt like I was like a 60-year-old grandma doing squats. You're like, it's not where you're at right now. It's where you came from. I'm like, yeah.
And then she turned into Bart Kwan, dude.
Thank you, honey.
And she's all swole now, you know?
Yeah.
Big old little muscular tits right
You
here.
touch your grandmas like that?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay.
Is that okay?
He's a
Is that okay to say?
He's a
If
physical
you're touching
trainer.
their pecs only.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I just want to make sure they're contracting.
That's
Like,
it.
Only
yep.
the pec.
Only the pec.
And
not
with Bart,
the-
I'm just like, yeah, this is good. This is very good.
There's some personal trainer at his old gym that looks like he only has old lady clients that he fills up, and they like it.
How old is the guy?
dude.
Is he a sexy man? Is he a sexy dime piece?
Nah, he's a fucking scam artist, dude.
Oh.
He's the guy that we work with, and he's a fucking clown. This guy.
Does he have a Bluetooth on the entire time?
Low key, he might as well. He might as well have.
Looks like one of those guys.
Okay.
Might as well have.
He looks like in his early years, he was probably one of the like pretty boys, and now he's like a 50-year-old pretty boy.
Yeah. He'll stretch ladies out on the table and literally be halfway
thrusting?
inside of them, bro.
Yeah.
And they kind of love.
He has both of their ankles down like that and stretching them out.
And he'll make shit up. Like he'll make shit up.
It's like, do we need to stretch my legs every day? Every day.
One time I heard him talk to a client and he was saying like, oh, the reason why your legs are so sore is because your IT bands are so tight
What the?
that
I
the
didn't see
blood
that.
flow is dripping. So by the time it drips down your calf, that's why your calf is so
What
tight.
the fuck?
He's like, that's why you're so sore.
That's why I gotta push your knees apart and put my hip.
He's like, yeah, the vastus lateralis on this side is congruent to the sarcomeres on this side, so that's why you feel that way.
So they gotta put this ball gag in.
Yeah, and he gotta come to the back room with me and hang out for a little.
But I feel like all the old ladies get that extra attention from him too, so that's why they're his clients.
And for the sake of like, you know, when they're working out with him, they damage their spines, they fuck themselves up because
shit.
he injures people. So just watch out for people like that.
he fucks them
He
up.
low-key does. He has them doing bullshit, dude, and it's crazy. It's fun to watch, but it's also like,
Why would they let him be there?
Because he's thrusting in them.
yeah, he pays rent like everyone else.
People need friends, I think.
That's the other thing though too. They just want to hang out with the guy.
Yeah.
Certificates to become a trainer,
it's
though?
easy, dude.
It's
You
easy.
you can, but it's also like what Gio said. Some of them are very easy to get.
Some people have like a 4-year degree like this guy and then gets
But even then, it doesn't really.
And then
like,
there's some people that do like they have like 1 day 8-hour courses to become. So like the certifications matter too.
And a lot of people on Instagram, they look really good, and then they're like, you want to fucking follow my regimen? Take steroids.
Those are the best ones.
Yeah. There's this guy that I get on my YouTube ads, and he's talking about how he's like, you know, if you want to lose weight, you know, most people have a bunch of toxic poop in their body.
I seen the toxic poop guy.
Yeah, that
I wish
guy.
he would shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
dude. And I'm like,
what's the
get the
toxic
fuck.
poop guy?
He's just selling a supplement saying that, like, if you get rid of this toxic poop, you know, then you're gonna start losing weight.
Is it like some probiotic shit?
Nah, it's a fucking, it's a juice cleanse pretty much. It's a laxative. You're gonna shit your brains out and then be like, oh look, I weigh lighter now. Like, oh, it's great.
Yeah, when you're dehydrated and you shit everything else out, of course you're gonna lose some pounds.
Dude, I'm like, I know why I got toxic poop, pal. Don't even worry. I don't need your fucking lecture, but
Toxic poop.
give me a break.
That's crazy.
I don't want to hear shit about toxic poop. Yeah, they just make stuff up. They just make up fake problems, and they're like, all right, well, you buy my supplement now. And then people will watch it, and they're like, oh yeah, I have that fake problem too. Like, fuck, that's the reason why I
Why do we think
can't.
there's a fake problem? Why do we believe the fake problem?
Because it's easier to believe that than you're eating more than you need to. You
I
know,
think that's
like,
what even like Viagra was. Like they're trying to research something else. I think for depression or something. And then it was.
Everyone kept getting a bonus?
Yeah, they failed, and I was like, oh wait, but it gives people boners.
Yeah,
So
that's what it was.
let's rebrand it and remarket it.
Really?
yeah, it was like a heart medication, right?
Yeah, a lot of these drugs.
Oh my god, imagine
Yeah,
that.
they're just creating something, and then they're like,
Like,
oh,
this is dope.
this doesn't work. But there are these side effects. Let's just rebrand it and market it this way.
Like, we're trying to cure cancer. Okay, this makes boners. Let's just study the boners. That's really interesting. Oh yeah, boners. Let's do all the boner stuff. Let's make this a whole business. And then cancer people are like, oh no, when are we gonna get it?
Oh yeah, isn't that how they develop ecstasy? Because it was supposed to be for
Depression.
or schizophrenia or one of the
Right, dude. Sounds about right.
And then I mean, shit, it does cure depression in a lot of ways.
Short term.
Short term, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, same thing with a lot of the antidepressants too. I think they were just, I don't even know what they're researching, but then it came out that it made you feel a little bit good. So they're like, we got to create another problem so that this solves the problem. They just create a whole giant marketing campaign.
Ay, ay, ay. That's too real. Can we go back to the toxic shit?
To the old guy that's molesting grandmas. Let's go back to that.
That guy's cool, but he probably has Viagra on him at all times because he's one of those guys
ready.
too. He'll like hit on my clients like back.
Does he have like a nice lineup?
Kinda, yeah. He bro.
looks like the type.
One time he came into the gym like drunk, and he was just drunk, and he started just talking shit to me. He came up to me and was like, you know what? he goes, hey, you should. Why'd you stop fighting, man? You gotta start fighting again. And I was like, nah, I'm good, bro. And he goes, nah, man, you could have been the welterweight champ of the world. Like, I swear to God, he said this to me. And I'm
I don't
like,
think he's talking shit. I think he's your fan.
Yeah, he's complimenting you.
it comes back around. He goes, well, why don't you fight me then? And I was like,
yeah, that was
and I was like, and that's what it led to. And I was like, nah, man, I'm just trying to do these pull-ups right now. And he's talking to me, and he's like, kind of shit-faced.
And he smells like alcohol.
He smells like alcohol. I guess he came from a funeral, but he's known to kind of hit the sauce a lot. So he's just, he's a real cool guy. Hit him up. His name's Cameron. I'll give you guys his at the bottom right here. He's a great trainer, yo. Like he trained, bro. He was like, yo, like let's just go right here. Like, let's fight right now. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna fight you, bro. Get the fuck out of here. And he goes on this tirade. He's like, I knew you were a pussy, bro. I knew you were a pussy. And then he was like, I got 30 suits. I got 30 suits on my house. People think I'm a personal trainer, but actually, I got 30 suits. I'm a real estate agent, bro. Like, this is what I do on the side. And he's crazy. He's absolutely crazy.
I just don't think you need 30 suits.
I got like 2.
Especially for guys. You guys don't have much color variation.
That's one a day for a whole month.
Max maybe 7.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
7.
If you want to.
Wolf of Wall Street doesn't even have fucking 30 suits, bro. You know what I mean? This guy's full of shit.
30 suits.
And how much do you spend on each suit? Like $100 or something?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is it?
How much is a suit in general?
How about you spend like half of the 30 suit money on like a couple good suits?
Yeah. Some like really nice.
Well, he's a trainer. Does he need suits? Oh, he's a real estate agent.
He's a real, and he also told me, he goes, yeah, like I work at I'm a manager at Red Lobster too. And he was, I swear to God, like, bro, he was saying stuff to me where I was like, this is out of a fucking movie.
I've never been to a Red Lobster before. That's
Cheddar
baller.
Bay biscuits, dude.
Well,
Really?
That's why you don't understand why he needs suits.
Yeah.
Oh, because he's a manager at Red Lobster?
But he's also a real estate guy.
Okay.
If you're working the floor, you got to be in a 3-piece suit.
So there's a lot of sketchy people that just start doing fitness. Because a lot of times you can get a lot of clients from just kind of just being a likable guy and kind of bullshitting, and then
Looks semi-fit.
yeah, look semi-fit, and then you just get people and they'll be like, "Oh, can you train me?" And
That's the sad part where, like, I guess a good trainer is probably gonna fucking wreck your ass, but you're gonna get results. But the problem is people don't want to get their ass wrecked. They actually just want someone to talk to and vent and feel like they sweat a little bit.
I like that.
And then, then you end up with guys like this, who is also a real estate agent and manager at Red Lobster, versus someone that's dedicating their life to wrecking people's asses.
But dude, there was this guy. I used to go to this LA Fitness where there was this guy, and he had to be like 5'1". He's like the most Graham Stephan looking motherfucker I've ever seen in my life. Okay, and he always wore this puffy jacket or whatever, and he was a personal trainer, and they would be like, but he was always waiting for somebody. Like he never had a client. He was always just like waiting for a client that I never saw him with the
Car
client.
salesman just patrolling where all the cars are parked.
Yeah, it's almost like he had a whistle in his hand, he's just waiting, just twiddling around with it, just like, someday I'll get a client in here. But it was like that. It was like, you'll never, bro. It's not.
You should have trained with him and just see what the hype was.
I know, maybe he'd wreck my ass.
There was no hype. He had no one.
He had a whistle though. That has to count for
He
something.
has a whistle?
He had a whistle.
That's how you know he's legit.
Yeah.
He's a drill sergeant, bro.
Did he ever use the whistle?
I never saw him use it. Never saw him talk to anybody even.
Maybe it was a rape whistle.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That makes sense, yeah.
He's 5'1", you know what I mean? Like,